Good morning. Today we are going to talk about DDR Prime. And DDR Prime comes in two different things. It comes as a capsule and it comes as an oil. And there's reasons, and through our discussion then you'll see what it is. Dr. Hill at one point said that if he could only have one oil, DDR Prime is the one that he would have. Now, I should clarify that. I have read that he said that. I did not personally hear him say that, but I read from some pretty reliable sources that he said that if he could only have one, DDR Prime is the one that he would do. And back in the beginnings of doTERRA, then they didn't have DDR Prime. And so he was at a convention and he was talking about and told people a blend that they could use that would be really good to support their cellular health and stuff. And he gave them, he told them to kind of mix their own and told them all the oils that were in it. And DDR Prime has seven or eight oils in it, and we can buy individually 5 or 6 of those. So it is just a great thing. And in the last couple of weeks on the Brilliant Living, the Brilliant Live broadcast on Monday mornings, then Laura Jacobs has said that it has gotten so that she never leaves home without DDR Prime. She always makes sure that she's got it. So it's really something that I actually went into a little bit deeper than what I had before to do it and to learn more about it. And I thought of something I was going to say and I forgot. So we'll go on and keep talking and hopefully I will remember. Oh, I know. I'm glad that one didn't work. This is the other thing that always changes on Zoom. Whether I can click to the next slide on my computer or whether I have to use my keyboard. Always an adventure. So cells, and I think that you guys know this part, but cells are the foundation of all living things. Their growth, replication, and death provide the information for the function of all of our body systems. As we age, cellular function progressively degrades, and this process can be expedited by poor nutrition, lack of exercise, stress, and exposure to toxins and other lifestyle habits. When cellular function is compromised, the normal process of growth and regeneration is altered, negatively impacting all normal and healthy processes. So here is an interesting tidbit for you. We replace the approximate equivalent of our body weight in new cells every year. Can you believe that? That's a lot of cells. So I love this word because it's so fun to say it. And the first time Dale said it years ago when I first started using doTERRA, then I just thought, what? But it's apoptosis. And apoptosis is when the cells die off. And we need the cells to die off in a timely manner in the way that they're supposed to, that nature has set it up. Or else if they hang around too long, then they start mutating and going into really bad things that we do not want happening in our body. And it degrades our health and it degrades the cellular function and stuff. So we want apoptosis to happen. This process, the apoptosis, can be compromised by the attack of free radical molecules that damage cellular DNA and cellular function occurs and our health deteriorates. So it's really important that our cells live when they're supposed to live and that they die when they're supposed to die. So DDR Prime essential oil, which is also called the essential oil cellular complex, is a proprietary blend of essential oils that supports healthy cellular integrity. DDR Prime is also calming to the nervous system. It's supportive to the health of the brain and nervous system, and it's it's really good to use DDR Prime daily as overall wellness support. So the ingredients in DDR Prime are these oils. The frankincense promotes a healthy response to free radicals and has anti-inflammatory and immune stimulant properties. The wild orange supports a healthy cellular response. It contains high levels of D-limonene, which has demonstrated potential in inhibiting the growth of abnormal cells that we do not want in our body. The Litsea can help promote healthy cognitive function, which I definitely need. Thyme is a broad spectrum activity in promoting immunity and cellular health. It has strong antioxidant and antiseptic properties. It's a phenomenal hormone oil, and it is great in supporting healthy progesterone levels. The clove is has powerful antioxidant properties. It's also anti-infectious and helps support healthy liver and thyroid functions. Summer savory supports healthy response to oxidative stress and has demonstrated antifungal and anti-inflammatory responses. Nioli supports cellular immunity and overall cellular health. It also has powerful antifungal properties and is an anti-inflammatory. And lemongrass protects against environmental threats. It's also anti-inflammatory and antiseptic. So you can kind of see from these oils and what they do, it's just really a comprehensive thing. And we can get all the time, we can get the frankincense, wild orange, thyme, clove, and lemongrass. The Litsea, summer savory, and Nioli have just been limited time oils, but we have gotten them in the past. So hopefully on those months, then you placed your 125-point order and got them, because they are really good oils. The body systems that are affected by DDR Prime are your cardiovascular, immune, nervous, muscles, bones, and skin. So in other words, pretty much our whole bodies are supported and blessed by using DDR Prime. So so does anybody know what DDR stands for? If you do, unmute yourself and tell me. It stands for
something I don't know how to pronounce.
No, this one you actually do know how to pronounce. DDR stands for damaged DNA repair. And you know, it's funny that it's always just DDR Prime. And I just don't think about it. It's DDR Prime. Every once in a while I've stopped to think about it, but I've never looked it up. But that's what it stands for, and that tells you what it does. Damaged DNA repair. So now you know. And the other just total random tidbit is it's kosher certified. I don't know how it got that way or what it does, but in doing the research, and there have been just a couple of them that have been certified kosher. So a little tidbit for you. So the emotional benefits, DDR Prime is the oil of transformation. It works emotionally as well as physically with the cycles of life and death and personal transformation. By putting off the old, individuals become free to experience new. This is what transformation is. DDR Prime supports the body's sick or damaged cells to either transition to death or to transform, repair, and renew. So cells dying, you'd think that that's a bad thing, but it's not. It's actually a really good thing that needs to happen. So DDR Prime helps the cells either get better or die, and we're the winners overall. Through the help and support of this blend, individuals can assist their bodies, cells, energy, and emotions in returning to a balanced, healthy, and authentic state. DDR Prime is particularly supportive in releasing all types of negative family patterns, which are recorded in the body itself in the DNA. There have been a lot of studies lately in, it's called epigenetics, and there have been a lot of different studies in epigenetics that say, if this is an oversimplification, and we'll talk about it more in depth later, but it's basically that if my great-grandparents smoked, and if my grandparents smoked, and my parents smoked, then there's something in my DNA. Your DNA can get altered to take some of this hereditary stuff, and that I would be more inclined to smoke. But that carries through with emotional things that I think we're all aware that if a child grows up abused, he has, I think it's like an 80% probability of turning into an abuser, he or she, an abuser himself. So epigenetics is really interesting, and on Brilliant Live, they had a really good presentation all about it. But it's really interesting. But so the DDR Prime will help release the negative types of programming that we might have through epigenetics and let us choose our own new programming that we want. So it teaches individuals to reclaim their life energy and to believe that change is possible. Have you ever been in a state where you just think, oh, this is just the way I am and there's nothing I can do about it and it's always just going to stay awful? I've been there. And so DDR Prime is a good oil that can help you with that. So if you're feeling debilitated, discouraged, toxic, stuck, burdened by family patterns, full of doubt, despair, and disbelief, start using DDR Prime. If you want to feel like you are repairing yourself, physically and emotionally, balanced, transforming, rebirth, vitality, healthy, and open to change, then use DDR Prime. So some of the primary benefits, well, let's see what this next slide is. Oh, the top properties, yeah. I didn't put my notes in the same order as my slides are. I thought I did, but I didn't. So we'll go over this. So the top properties of DDR Prime is an anti-inflammatory, immune stimulant, antioxidant, antiseptic, anti-infectious, and antifungal. And those are all just really good things. Okay. I am going to stop sharing for a minute. At the end, make sure, remind me if I forget that I've got one more slide that I need to show you. So some of the primary benefits with DDR Prime is the antioxidant support for your cell and supporting your healthy cellular life cycle is really important. It supports healthy cell proliferation and the apoptosis that we talked about. It reduces the oxidative stress to our DNA. 1 8-drop serving has an ORAC number of over 5,000. And now my mind has just gone blank what the ORAC value is. But the ORAC value is really important. It rates what herbs and essential oils do for a really important part of our body. And like I say, my mind just went blank on that. But it's important because of the antioxidant benefits and the cellular health. It can be helpful in slowing down aging signs and some other, really good things that are non-compliant, so I'm not going to say them. So some suggested uses. It is really good for support of estrogen, progesterone, and thyroid issues and levels. You can, for all of these ways, then you can take it in a capsule. It comes in the capsules that you can buy, or you can just take the oil and put it in a veggie capsule. You can also apply it on your spine and the bottoms of your feet. So that goes for all of these things I'm going to tell you about. Then that's the way you apply it, because I don't want to say those things over and over and over. For healthy estrogen levels and progesterone, then use this. When you have different candida and fungal conditions and you want some help with them, then DDR Prime can be very helpful. If you have any kind of nerve damage and you need support for your nervous system and your nerves, then you can use DDR Prime. You can also, on some of these, then it's kind of systemic, but there are others that are situations that you would just apply it right to the area of concern. Taking it daily is really good for supporting a healthy brain. If you want to have good breast health, you can apply diluted to your breasts or to the bottom of your feet. This one, I honestly haven't noticed it helping me, but maybe I need to do some extra one. It says that with hot flashes and night sweats, apply it to the bottoms of your feet. I take DDR Prime capsules every single day, and my hot flashes have returned, and they're not fun. So maybe I'll try to remember to start putting it on the bottom of my feet in addition to that. It can help with, if you're trying to do a detox with your body. If you have been in a situation where you have had to have chemo treatments, then your body needs extra support in recovering from the stress that the chemo puts on your body. DDR Prime and frankincense are very, very supportive in doing that. So it can have some skin sensitivity, so be aware of that, and you may want to dilute it. You can diffuse it or just put a drop on your hands and inhale it. Like I say, you can always rub it along your spine. With things with your nervous, your spine has the most nerve endings of any place in our body. So if you're wanting to affect something that's with your nervous system, you can apply it on your spine and it will be really effective. With children, applying it on their spine is lots of times an easier way than trying to get it applied someplace else. If you've got, with my little grandchildren and I'm trying to, use lavender, then down their spine is a great place. So that's good just for everybody. You can always put some drops in a veggie capsule. You can pair it with fractionated coconut oil for a soothing topical massage. You can add 1 to 2 drops to citrus drinks, tea, or water. Consuming it daily is really good support for your body. And just, we want to be able to keep ourselves healthy. And so anything that we can do that will be supportive of that is a good thing to do. And DDR Prime Daily is a good thing for that. There are several oils that have been found to be supportive of the people that are on the autism spectrum. It is not curing it. It just is supportive of that and supportive of helping them function and doing better. Some of those oils are bergamot, geranium, DDR Prime, lemon, and frankincense. I read an account of a woman who had a child that was on the spectrum, and she applied DDR Prime along his spine morning and night, and said that there was really pretty amazing results. that she was very glad that she was using it. If you are dealing with someone who is suffering from PTSD, then putting DDR Prime on your spine is really helpful. Also, you can use Balance and Serenity on your wrist, Elevation, Juniper Berry, and Lemon on each of your big toes, and inhale, breathe, and put it on the front of your neck. And those are all ones for PTSD. If you have a loved one who is suffering from PTSD, then contact me. I have got another, I've got a blend that I will share with you that is really, really powerful on that. And this one is, let's go through. All right, come on. And I clicked too far. Okay, so there is a video, and I'm going to send you this link. You can take a picture of it, but then you have to type it in. I'm going to send you this link with the handout. There's a video, and it's about a 20-minute video. It's Justin Harrison and Dr. Hill talking about DDR Prime and everything that it does. I think it's 21 minutes, so it's a longer one, but it is very, very worth it to watch on that. So I will be sending you that link. Some of the precautions is, if you're using it topically, dilution is recommended. Because of because of the wild orange in it, then you need to, it's photosensitive. So be careful about where you apply it if you're going to be out in the sun. Keep it out of the reach of children. Avoid contact with eyes, inner ears, and sensitive areas. So those are the precautions. I am going to send you, the handout and I'll send you in that email, I'll send the link to the video.